Hello everyone. Today I am excited to show you how to set up your personal code assistant using the CodeLlama foundational large language model running on OpenShift. In this demonstration, we'll use OpenShift AI to launch a code server instance and then integrate it with the CodeLlama model via the Continue plugin. So first we'll deploy a standalone inferencing endpoint for the LLM on OpenShift using VLLM library. For this deployment, we'll be utilizing the VLLM OpenAI UBI 9 image, which implements the OpenAI API interface, ensuring maximum compatibility with various tools. So let's get started. Okay, first things first. So this is the CodeLlama repository on Hugging Face. So we are going to use this model for our demonstration purpose. So you log into Hugging Face and then visit your profile and go to settings. And in that you have access tokens, click on it and there it should be there. So you should copy it and keep it ready. So let's go ahead and look at the deployment. So on OpenShift, I have created a project called VLLM. And in that VLLM, we have deployed the model. So this is the deployment. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at first thing is the resources. So as you can see, it is requesting 4 CPUs with an 18 gigabyte of memory and a 1 GPU, 1 unit of GPU. And then this is the Hugging Face token that I was talking about. I have mentioned it here so that there is no issue in downloading the model. And this is the image name VLLM OpenAI UBI 9. And I have passed this argument which model to download. So it is going to go ahead and download this model from the Hugging Face website. We can expose a inferencing endpoint for this model. So for that, I have this route. So this route is now giving the OpenAI compliant API REST endpoint for inferencing. Okay, so this is what we are going to use when we configure our code server continue plugin. Now, this is the plugin that we will use, continue plugin. Okay, so you may want to go there and download it if you don't have. Now for the code server part, so here I have, this is the OpenShift AI dashboard. So I have created a project, data science project, and then I have a workbench. Now consider workbench as a workspace in the project. Although it runs as a pod, but you can select in that pod what the libraries and software and functionalities and tools that you may want to run. So we have already created built-in code server image, which has the open source Visual Studio Code Server application as well as Python built into it. So I have that up and running. So this is where this is what it opens up. Okay, and the plugin that I have already earlier downloaded from here, it is already loaded to in this place and installed. So now let's go ahead and configure the plugin. So once you have the plugin set up, you can click on this. So right now it shows already because it's already configured. But for the first time for configuration, you have to click on this button. Once you click on that, this config.json file is going to open. And here you have to provide the model name, right? The title that you want to get displayed over here, and the your inferencing endpoint. Well, not the endpoint, but the base. Okay. So this is what the route I was talking about earlier that we have exposed on OpenShift, right? So once that is done, and it is the extension is able to communicate with your inferencing endpoint, you should see this coming up, and that means we are ready for using it. So let's go ahead and let's create a file. Okay, let's say demo.python. And let's get a prompt. So for prompt, I have to do command plus I. So now here's a prompt. So in the prompt, let's say I am saying write a simple fast API program. So it's going to create the fast API program for me in Python. Okay, so this is done. So let's get it more interesting. Let's go ahead and let's create a C file. So let's go ahead and open up the prompt again, and let's say write a program in C to reverse a linked list, right? So yeah, there you go. It is writing the code, and it's pretty straightforward. You can ask any interview kind of questions. Please don't use that. Please don't do that. But this is just to demonstrate that it can do that for you, right? Uh, you know, so let's go ahead and try something in Java. Let's write a new file. Let's say demo.java. So let it open up, and let me bring up the prompt again, and I will say write a program in Java to reverse a string using stack. All right, so that's very basic, and this goes to show that it is able to understand the nuance of your requirement, and it is able to generate the required code. Sometimes, though, I've seen it struggles. Earlier, I was, while trying for this demonstration, I gave it a prompt saying, a bit complex program, write a code using Quarkus for a simple CRUD REST API. So yeah, right about at this point, even in the last time also, I saw something goes wrong, and it is stuck in one loop in one location. So as you can see, at the end of the day, it is still just like it's only a software program, and it can make mistake. So that's it for the demo. And we have successfully set up our personal code assistant using Code Llama on OpenShift. And with this powerful combination, you can streamline your coding task and boost your productivity. So hope you've learned something, and happy coding. Thanks for watching.